De Minaur has done it. Australian hopes are alive still at this year's Australian Open. He takes his place in the last 16. He's into the second week somehow, but what a bruising battle that was. 5-7, 7-6, 6-3, 6-3 in 3 hours and 53.
Just incredible. I wasn't sure how much energy he would have to celebrate there. I mean, that was brutal. Physical, emotional as well. I mean, there was times where I think he wasn't sure whether he'd be able to come through. And how well has he done there to dig that win out?
Well, they'll both be as sore as anything after that, but the inner delight for De Minaur to have come through an extraordinary battle. You can see what it means to him. And what it means to Australia. They still have interest in the singles this year. He carries on the fight into the second week, into the fourth round, where he'll take on the young American Alex Michelsen. But a big ovation, of course there should be, for Francisco Cerundolo, who fought his heart out. Physically struggled obviously with the cramping for a large part of that match. It was extraordinary really how far he did take it, but in the end he has to take the defeat.
No, he played some brilliant tennis. I mean, some of those forehands that he hit were quite amazing. The drop shots as well. I mean, he put De Minaur under so much pressure. I mean, the fight, determination.
Yeah. And those points that stand out, I mean, that reflex volley, which was so critical to keep him involved, and then that incredible chase back.
Well, a few of them.
You know, those are two that come to mind. So many more, of course. Let's see what he's got to say about it all.
Alex, well done. That was an amazing battle to witness. It must have been incredible to play. That's the first time that you guys have played. Your fitness is something you take great pride in. Was that the big difference today for you?
Yeah, look, I think it was. You put in a lot of hard work in the off-season, and these are the moments that you see the results. So I'm extremely happy. I felt great out there, but of course, I mean, it's pretty easy to feel so good on this court with this amazing crowd. So. You know, something you can always count on is even if I don't play my best, I'm going to compete till the end. And thank you guys for the support always.
You're one of the quickest athletes in tennis. You make it so difficult to finish points. And he started to struggle physically in the middle of this match. And I'm sure you noticed the trainers came out for him. What goes through your mind? What changes might you make when you recognize your opponent is hurting physically?
Well, look, I always find it a little bit of a double-edged sword, that one, because, you know, the opponent is obviously hurting physically, but that means he's going to have bigger cracks at the ball and obviously try to shorten the points, play with a little less pressure, a little more free. But ultimately for me, it's just keep staying there. I know that I'm feeling good physically. Even if I start losing points, you know, that over the long run, I'm going to be feeling much better than he is, and just stay tough.
You certainly did that. I think there's one point that particularly illustrates your amazing skill. It was in the last set. He looked like he was going to win the point. You ran here and somehow tracked that ball down, and then you started doing this. What are you doing when you're tapping on your legs like that? What are you telling us, and what are you telling yourself?
The legs are back.
Take us through it. It's up on the screen.
Just never say die attitude, and obviously it got me the break in the last set. It was a big point. I got the crowd on my side, and yeah, I mean, I'm going to have a couple bruises on my quads, but it was worth it.
They look good. They're a little red. You said the legs are back. So where were they? Where did they go, and how'd you get them back?
They went on a vacation. They did. They were tired of running side to side, and yeah, it was tough last year with the injury, getting through it, even coming back on court, competing, and not feeling like myself. So, look, it's been a long 6 months, but geez, it feels good now that I've got my legs back.
What you're referring to, for those who may not know, is you're playing so well at Wimbledon, and you got injured basically on match point and had to default in the quarterfinals. And that hurt you, but you still made the quarterfinals again at the U.S. Open. You have a chance to make the quarterfinals here now if you can win one more round, and that's going to be against a player you played twice last year, the young American Alex Mickelson. What do you know about his game, and what should we be looking for in that contest?
Yeah, look, he's been playing some amazing tennis this week. Took out Stefanos today, Kachanov. He's a kid playing with a lot of confidence, so I'm expecting, again, another battle. But, yeah, I love these battles. I can't wait.
Well, they'll be here. Alex de Minaur into the fourth round for the fourth consecutive year.